What's up, Bronco Nation? I'm Evan Sanford, and today I'm joined by Chase Glorfield and Karter Davis, and we are the Bronco Fans Roundup.
Indeed, we are.
And we're gonna talk about Notre Dame. We're gonna try and keep it nice and tight because honestly, I'm gonna keep it real here. There's been a lot of bitching online. I'm part of it, and I've had a lot to say. I've said a lot of it online. I think everyone's very much in agreement. I think my big takeaway is that I am tired of seeing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And it is so incredibly frustrating, even when they win, to watch this team have so many of the same issues, and it's year after year. And as a fan, as an alumni, I'm getting very jaded. I don't love coming on these podcasts and saying they need to fire Demaria Warren right now, but I don't know. So that's right off the cuff. That's where I'm at. So, boys,
yell at him right here.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go.
No, I'm with you, Evan. And we kind of we're chatting about this before we hit record here. It's the things you love the most that always hurt you the most, right?
Yeah.
Like I wait all off season for Boise State. I'm so excited for the season to start, and I love Boise State football. I love college football in general, especially Boise State. And just as Evan said, it's really hard to see the same things seemingly from our perspective go unaddressed, right? Like we've seen them improve in some places. We've seen the secondary, I don't know, better, but the defense overall has performed better as the season's gone on. But it's just frustrating to see the things that, I don't know, probably easier said than done to fix, right? It's easier to, we need to fix those versus actually fixing them. It gets a little frustrating from time to time.
Well, sure. That was going to be one of my main points today. So, I mean, I might as well dive into it a little bit. I'll expand upon it a little bit down the road. But before this game, the last few games, it's been if the defense can step up, we'll be all right. And then it's the defense steps up and then the offense falls apart. We hold Notre Dame to 14 points. I'm pretty sure their quarterback didn't even get over 200 yards passing. There's definitely some problems with the defense, like the pass rush, but the defense overall, I think played a pretty good game. And then the offense that's supposed to be one of the top offenses in the country just falls flat. It's if it's not one thing, it's the other. We fixed the one thing that was going to be the problem, and then the other side that wasn't a problem is now a problem. So that's the most frustrating thing. But I mean, when we get to the goods and bads, I'll really dive deep into that. But it's just that's the most frustrating, is that if the problem is fixed, and then another one shows up that wasn't a problem before.
It's like the old cartoon. You stick your finger in one hole in the dam, and just for another one to spring out. And
exactly. Then you're just,
Yeah. And kudos to Eric Chenander and the defense. I've said Chenander's seat should be a little bit toasty. I'm not backing off from that, but the dude can game plan. He watches film, and he set up the defense to be successful. But when they're hung out to dry that often by the offense against good, and they still only gave up 28 points. Now that comes with a little bit of luck, but this is college football. There's gonna be some bad throws, like that wide open fourth down play. How many times have you been watching a non-Boise State game and seen a quarterback miss a wide open receiver? That happens in college.
Carr did the same thing. He had a wide open guy in the end zone. He missed. So I mean, it happens. It happens, right?
These things happen. So Notre Dame gets a little bit of bad luck there, or we get a little bit of good luck for the defense, and that's good film and good learning points. But that same end, 28 points. They held one of the most elite offenses in the country to 28 points. The runner-up from last
14,
year, a CFP
14
contender.
in the first half. We were in that game. It's just,
and it almost didn't even need to be that way. We just lost the middle eight.
Yeah,
really bad.
If you could hold a team to one score per quarter, which is what Boise State did, it's an offense like that. You're in good shape. You should be in good shape, right? Should be.
Yeah, gotta four intercept. Even if Ben Ford doesn't fall on that interception to end the second, Maddox sailed that ball.
Well, I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. So let's maybe do good bad. Let's start with the position.
Focus. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's focus in because this is what I was worried about. Is we'll just start each other. And then it's going to be 45 minutes of another thing.
We're spiraling.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
all right.
With the offense.
Good. Yeah. With the goods, I like the offensive line play. A little bit of some snap issue, at the very beginning, but they cleaned it up really quickly. They got it dialed in. Offensive line held, again, an elite defensive line in check. And that was really well done. Maddox got sacked however many times. There was
4 times.
But I'm going to hold off here a little bit on getting into the bad. I'm just going to say that at least half of those were really kind of his own fault. Coverage sacks. But we're going to move on. Offensive line played really well. I felt like the tight ends did a good job blocking. The running backs did a good job just having a really decent, good showing against a really good defense or a really good team. I think my one gripe is we still need to just get Sherrod in space, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. And then the wide receivers, I thought played a really good game.
That was my good for the game for sure. When they got the ball, they made plays. Chris Marshall, looked like the former 4 or 5-star that he was, right? Like he get the ball in his hands, and he looks different than the other athletes Boise State has on the field, right? He gets the ball in his hand. Ben Ford fell down that one time. He made a couple of tough catches. I felt like when we got the ball to them, our receivers did really well.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think Capel's had a great game.
Yeah, they got open. They held up their end of the bargain, so to speak. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Unless you guys would want to sound off on any goods on the offense.
I think the offensive line, did their best. I think they did better than the Penn State game. I do think the run game was stuffed a little bit, but I think we stuffed their run game except for some huge broken plays. I think we kept Jeremiah Love under 100 yards. I think he had 99, so that might be a little cheesy. But he's one of the best running backs in the country, and for the most part, we kept the run game in check. Now the tackling got a little. Oh wait! You know what? I think I just mixed up. I kept the run game in check. Yeah,
we're talking about the offense.
We're talking about the offense. Yeah, I don't know why I went down a defensive hole.
That was
weird. I just started talking, but I think the offensive line did their best with a strong Notre Dame defensive line. Now it got iffy at points, but it was better now than against Penn State. And so, they tried their best, and the sacks were on Maddox. They were. I think all of them, or maybe 3 out of the 4 were.
And viewers, we're doing our best to keep this tight here because we could. I
had to catch myself before I started going down.
No one wants to sit here and just sit there and listen to us gripe for an hour. So gripe in the comments, give it to us, get it out. We've already kind of had our pity party.
We did. We did.
So moving forward, unless Chase, you had anything to add, we can do good.
I'm ready for the. Are we going good defense? Or are we going to go bad offense?
I think bad offense.
No, I feel like that's where we're at risk of getting on the biggest tangent. Okay. Let's get good defense. And Karter, you already kind of
fair enough.
Karter, I'll continue my point that I had before. I think we kept Jeremiah. Yeah, that now I can get into it. I think they kept Jeremiah Love really in check, and if it wasn't for the explosive plays, which every team is going to get, and the tackling, if the tackling was better, it wouldn't have happened. But if we kept one of the best running backs in check for a while, and I didn't know the Notre Dame backup was as good as Jeremiah Love.
Jadarian Price.
Yeah, I had no idea about him, but both of them were amazing.
Just
and
big physical.
Yeah. I really think they tried their best, and if it wasn't for the broken tackles, which does need to be fixed, I don't know why tackling is so hard for a tackle football team, but they gave it their all. I really am impressed with how they played. I think they gave the Notre Dame offensive line a lot to handle.
D-line did great. I love the effort. I think let's see what I mean, maybe not enough pressure off the edge, but they did great.
Yeah. And to your point, I think we mentioned this earlier, CJ Karter only had 189 passing yards. So our secondary, as big an issues as whatever scheme or coverage we have, hey, turn your head around, look at the ball, they still held him to 189 yards.
Yeah.
Linebackers, other than like getting out of position a little bit, not too bad, a little bit. I'm not sure that I saw too many missed tackles from our linebackers. I think it's mostly those skill position players where the tackling was a bit of an issue, but secondary for the most part did a pretty good job.
Yeah, for me that was my good defensively, was just the overall scheme, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, scheme isn't the right phrase because we've talked about how we don't necessarily like the scheme, but the game plan. We came in with a game plan. Hey, this is what we're going to do, and they executed it well.
I think
right overall.
I think my only bad on the defense, and tackle, or sorry, I've got two bads. Tackling, that was not good. Okay, I've got three. Third and long, it's automatic still. Like 3rd and 25, and I was sweating so hard.
Yeah.
And then the way we were blitzing, it was getting picked up. I'm all for it, like sprinkle it in, but consistently, like Notre Dame did their homework. They knew how to stop it, and just change it. Don't stop blitzing, and don't even get away from what you're doing, but change up your look a little bit. Like, I don't know, maybe
no, for sure.
They kept coming off the edge. Have we tried maybe sending someone down the middle?
Yeah, something, because you're right. They picked it up real well, and that left our secondary guys to try and fly solo one-on-one, right? Like, and that's it's a tough ask.
Yeah, and that's an ask we make. I think that's why the secondary sometimes looks so bad, is that we ask them to do that too much.
A lot.
I think they stepped up, and it wasn't as bad as in the past. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Any other bads on defense?
But tackling. I'm looking at it right now. Jeremiah Love's longest run was 36 yards. Jadarian Price was 49 yards. If you take those away, those are half. Jadarian Price ended with 83 yards rushing. If you tackle him, he ends with probably half of that. Same with Jeremiah Love. So that's what I'm saying is like,
that one touchdown right at the end of this the second half, he just busted through 5 different tacklers.
Yeah, and it's like if you stop that, maybe we're still in the game, or at least the game doesn't look as bad. So I just don't understand why a tackling football team that is supposedly worked on tackling cannot tackle. I just don't get it. Like, I get it being a struggle. Somebody always has to be bad at it, but why does it have to be us, especially when we're supposedly working on it?
But I don't want to get ranting, but I'll just say tackling is one of the issues that keeps cropping up year after year, and that's after the South Florida game. That's why I was like, not on camera, but I was absolutely screaming, what the what are you doing in the off season? What are you doing in the off season?
Well, it's, to me, and we've talked about this before, I see a lack of fundamentals or commitment to the fundamentals, right? Like, there we see that Jordan Faison guy, that receiver was huge. He was a big guy. There are 2 running backs we talked about are huge. Jumping at them and trying to drag them down by their shoulder pads or hitting them in the thighs without wrapping up, they're not coming down.
They don't want to get tackled. So
it's not going to work. The guy's that big. Don't go down just by bumping into their shoulders. Yeah. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Don't understand. And it's one of those things that just keeps on cropping up. And but players change, coaches don't. What's the common denominator?
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
All right.
Well, it's about that time.
Yeah. Maddox Madsen is not the guy.
Hold on, are we gonna talk about special teams at all? Did they do anything?
I don't think they did anything.
We had some okay punts. We hit an extra point.
You know what?
Yeah, I can't.
We don't have to talk about special teams.
We don't. They didn't do anything.
that is amazing.
Which is good. Yeah.
Hey, there we go. Well done, boys. We didn't have to talk about you.
Yeah, I mean, they only had 2 punt returns and average 9 yards a punt return. Like
they still haven't earned the special moniker or the significant moniker.
Got to hit a field goal.
One more field goal and they'd become significant teams. But I'm just so thrilled that we don't have to talk about them.
I mean, I want to do a little shout out. Oscar Doyle averaging 38.8 that game punt average.
He is the guy that came out with Weber State, right? Came out of nowhere. We're like, oh man, we lost our Australian punter. This dude shows up and is doing great.
He's playing better than JFR last year.
I agree.
Yeah.
So good on you, Doyle.
Yeah. I'd love to see the run punt option, but
I swear it's coming.
It's going to happen.
I swear it's coming. I thought he was going to do it in the Notre Dame.
We're going to save it for UNLV. Yeah. It's going to happen.
I can see it in his eyes. He wants it.
Well, before we talk about Maddox Madsen, can we just say that there's a real lack of gadgets or trick plays?
That goes to my point that I was going to say with the
I think that they were trying some sweeps with Cameron Bates that I appreciated.
A sweep is not a gadget though, and I loved it.
I mean, it kind of is a little bit. It's outside of the box a bit. We hadn't seen that before.
Well, when you get the defense running ahead to try and stop the running to get something side to side, it does put them in a different.
I'm not saying it's a game breaker, but I mean, it's a change.
It's not a double reverse halfback Philly special,
Yeah. But it gets you thinking is this guy in motion? Is he going to get the ball? It makes you think for just a second. That might might break a play one day.
And I'm not asking for a Philly special, but just a little bit of if creativity means a sweep.
And I actually really like some of a lot of the play calls on offense. I think Nate Potter's still doing a great job.
A lot of people were
they just can't be executed like that fourth down play when Caples was
wide open. He looked off of him. He checked
execution is the issue, right? But that goes to what we're talking about.
I saw people on X being like, Nate Potter doesn't know how to call a game. I could not disagree more. I think he calls great plays. It's the execution by certain people that break those plays.
I stand
except
by
for Malik Sherrod running in between the tackles. I don't get that.
Yeah. Okay, 2 things. I stand by Malik Sherrod running between the tackles and maybe a little bit of lack of creativity sprinkled in there, but he calls a great game. He is.
I think overall that's good.
Overall, he has put the offense in a great position to succeed, and it absolutely kills me to see them just squander it. Let's get to it.
Evan, can I start? Because I'm going to disagree with your point.
Go ahead.
I think he's calling a good game, but I wouldn't necessarily say the offense is being put in a position to succeed. And here's what I mean by that. We know Notre Dame, like Penn State last year, and maybe even to a certain extent USF this year, not to that talent level, right?
Mm-hmm.
They know that all they have to do is stop the run game.
Correct.
At least limit the run game. And so and make Maddox Madsen beat us. What can the offense do to scheme and prepare to have backups on backups on backups? Does that make sense? Right? Okay, well, we're just going to hope that Madsen can actually do it this time. That's our game. That's our game plan. To me, that's what it looks like. Oh, they're bottling our run. Well, let's throw the ball 40 times a game. I'm sorry, that is not Maddox Madsen's game.
Nope.
And part of that is we were behind, so the play calls had to tend towards
passing.
We got to get some chunk yards here, right?
Yeah.
But you cannot continue to ask him to be in that position against good teams and expect the result to be different.
You can't put the game in Maddox's hands against anyone who is above average.
So that was my point. That was my negative. While the play calling in game I thought was good, it was they didn't set them up for the weekend preparation.
There's definitely
backups.
You know what, but you know what, Chase. I'm going to disagree with your disagreement a little bit, not because I'm going to disagree with your disagreement. I disagree. I know that you know that I know that I'm disagreeing.
Okay, so I love it. Let's hear it.
No, so I don't think so. You were saying that put your point into one sentence for me.
Okay. When the run game is bottled up, which we expect the good teams to be able to contain it, we can't continue to just hope that Madsen will figure it out and be good enough to.
And
push us over the top.
And
That's
Karter,
right. But here's my disagreement of the disagreement. It's what else can the coaches do?
What are the options, right?
Because if the run game is stuffed, you have to do that. Because you can't. Yes. The definition of insanity is trying something over and over again, expecting a different result. If we keep running the ball and they keep stopping it, people are going to say pass the ball, and that's what you're supposed to do. I think the coaches don't have a choice. Like, they have to put it in Maddox's hands, and he's just not that guy. He can't deliver.
In my mind, we've talked about where are some of the trick plays. I'm not saying we should just do nothing but run trick plays, but a trick play called at a right time when they're crashing 8 people on the line of scrimmage to stop a run game, a flea flicker, something that gets those linebacker stuff coming forward to open up someone in the middle of, you know what I'm saying? Like, not necessarily tricky stuff, but let's also have some plans and backups to those backups. I'm not saying all of a sudden we're going to trot out Tom Brady at quarterback, because that's what we're going to do now, right? I get what you're saying, Karter.
Yeah, but it's just like, if we have all those backups, you still need the execution from Maddox, and I think that is that's the hinge point of it all. It's like maybe Nate Potter does have that, but Maddox can't deliver it. Maybe they did try to do that, like on that 4th and 1. That could have been some sort of deception of like, hey, you're going to do this out route. Like, it's not deception, but it's
trust him to get it done.
Trust him to get it done. And then if Maddox doesn't, it's like, I gave you the option. You are the person that can't do it. And so that's why I'm like, maybe the coaches are thinking about this, and it's like, we don't have a guy that can do it. So like, even if we do try to be different, if it doesn't work.
But whose fault is it that we don't have a guy?
Well, and this goes back to kind of what we talked about in our
now we're just getting
show,
down.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I put that. I was talking.
The ceiling is the ceiling, right?
Yeah. And we have found the ceiling. There is. We have 3 games.
Is our Mountain West competition, and that is it.
That's it.
And below average out of conference competition, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I kind of hate that this tweet popped off, but I was like, can we just get off of Oregon's schedule next year, because we're already 0-1 next year, and that kind of popped off, and it's like,
can I ask a question? What is Zach Hill doing? We have not mentioned him once.
I mean,
is Maddox just at his ceiling and it doesn't matter? You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what it is. I don't think there's anything the coaches can do at this point. I don't think there is a scheme that Nate Potter can drop. I don't think there is a type of training that Zach Hill can do. Like, this is it. Maddox Madsen has reached his potential.
He's got to maximize what he can out of it. Yeah.
Wide receivers were open. He either can't see them, or when he does, he delivers high, delivers low. He tries to roll out, and he rolls out backwards. So he's throwing with his weight going backwards, or his weight going to the side, and he's off target. He's doing it. He can't step up into the pocket because he can't see over his line. So I love the grit and determination he has when he takes off. I love that.
Love it.
Like, the kid's got guts, but he just doesn't have the talent. He doesn't have half the talent to match it.
And so that's the thing. It's like, it's funny to say this, but I truly think this program is in a rebuild year. And it's funny to say that we'll probably win a Mountain West championship in a rebuild year. But I mean, that's just Boise State. But it's like, truly, we're in a rebuild year because we have to deal with Maddox Madsen one more year.
So is next year going to be the same thing? Yeah.
I mean,
if we trot him out against Oregon, then it's already game over.
I truly think the questions will start about Danielson. If we trot out Maddox Madsen against Oregon next year, and they didn't bring in a portal QB, they didn't have an open competition with the 2 QB commits we're going to have. Like, if it is just set in stone that Maddox is the guy, then I'll agree there's favoritism. Because right now, Malachi Nelson not doing great at UTEP. Taylon Green, like, Maddox beat him out, and then he decided to transfer. Didn't want to stay around to maybe try to see with a new head coach who would start. But truly, if it's Maddox next year, that's when the questions can start. This year, I think the coaches might have just been like, this is what we got. We got to go with it.
This is it. Yeah.
This is it. The coaches are trying their best, but it just, at this point, it is the player. It's not the coaches. That is what I believe.
Yeah, there's one common denominator, and He's not that good.
All right, guys. I was trying to make my comments not a pile on Maddox session, but
yeah. I mean that's what
it comes down to, right? That's what it all comes back to. I think.
I was legit about to say, like, I don't want it to sound like we hate Maddox Madsen because, like, I know he's a baller. I think he'll lead this team to a Mountain West championship. But at a certain point, you have to call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
And our spade is that Maddox Madsen's ceiling is the Mountain West because he didn't perform against Oregon. He didn't perform against Penn State. And I think he was one of the major reasons we lost against Notre Dame. You cannot throw 4 interceptions and hope that your defense is going to be able to bail you out. Can't do it. So at this point, our spade is that Maddox is a Mountain West quarterback, and that's all he's going to be. And if we roll him out next year, it's going to be the same type of things until he's gone.
What's that old NFL coach? They are who we thought they were. He is who we thought he was.
Yep.
Yeah.
We needed him to step up. He didn't. He is who we thought he was.
Yeah. And, well, no, I won't go there. I think I'll just be done. No need dogpile.
I think it's just dogpile, bad dog.
Yeah.
No, one last thing. Stop rolling out of the pocket.
Oh my God.
Stop. That Matoyer sack was solely on Maddox for rolling out of the pocket. Matoyer had an angle. And if Maddox rolls right to where that guy is being pushed, you cannot blame Matoyer. He has his own problems with false starts. I don't know why he's so jumpy after playing those games.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Here's my thought. To me, it's the Patrick Mahomes has done to football what Steph Curry did to basketball. Maybe. Now everyone, including the fat dude who plays center, wants to pop out and shoot a 3, right? Because that's how Steph Curry plays. Patrick Mahomes, I'm going to play football like I'm a shortstop, and I'm going to do a sidearm underhand, backwards, 360, no scope pass while running to the side. Now everyone wants to do that.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Yeah. So I think that's it. But just stop rolling out, buddy, please. I love watching you scamper like Kyler Murray because that's what he looks like. But
looks like a toddler avoiding his
he does, and he's quick. He gets yards. Yeah. I appreciate the effort, but please, just stay in the pocket a few more seconds. A few more seconds.
Yeah.
But I think we'll reiterate that we are. Even after dogpiling on him, we are rooting for him.
You won't find a nicer guy. You won't.
Yeah. Nope. He is
a better competitor. You won't.
He's a great human being. He's a great teammate, great leader. And just don't forget that there's a human being. Like we just, ranted for a while. And that's coming from a place of passion for a football team. But there's a human being there.
I hope if he ever sees this, he understands that we don't hate him. Yeah. We just hate watching our team play like this.
And I think he's going to make a great accountant one day.
Damn. That's tough. What is this major?
I don't know. I want to know.
I want to know.
All right. Let's just. What do you want to do first, guys? What do you
Top 25. Should we go over it?
Yeah. Let's run with it.
So once again, what we did is the 3 of us put together our own top 25 based on whatever criteria we want. I think for the most part, we try to keep it. I don't want to say we base it off what the coaches and media polls are, but we base it off how teams are performing and based on where they started the season.
Honestly, I base it on my own personal bias.
Yeah,
like who I think it's the best.
Yeah, and then we have Chat. Then we have ChatGPT create it for us, and it was kind of a turd tonight and didn't put the last team on there, so I added it. Here's what we got. It's our unofficial top 25 here.
Yeah, and viewers chime in, tell us where you think we missed and everything. Yeah. But Ohio State, Miami, I had Miami at number 1. I think they've been impressive. I do not really care for them, but they've been very impressive.
I had Oregon number 2 last week, and I dropped them to number 3 because their Penn State win isn't looking so great anymore.
Yeah. And none of here's the thing. I think it's hilarious. None of us, and that includes the AP and the coaches, no one ranked Penn State
or Texas.
Or Texas, as they deserve.
Yeah, they deserve. You can't be doing that.
Booty.
Yeah.
But Arch Manning is. I'm just the hype around Arch Manning is a picture perfect thing. While you do not hype a person that's never been on the field before. because I'm pretty sure it's Paul
based on their
Farnbaum
last name, right?
or whatever. It was like, he's like, he's the most talented person we've seen since Tim Tebow. It's like, okay, well, Texas isn't ranked for the first time since 2022. So what's going on there?
Yeah. No. I think I had LSU a little bit higher, but yeah, Georgia Tech, Missouri,
What
Michigan.
do we have this week? I think Indiana travels to Eugene, Indiana at Oregon this weekend.
Yeah,
that'd be a good game.
That'll be a
give me
good
the
one.
Hoosiers. Give me the Hoosiers.
Oh, there were 2 receiving votes. I only said 1, but I remembered one of you had Utah ranked.
I did.
So we had Cincinnati and Utah as the other 2 receiving votes here.
Utah.
Yeah, they've bounced back. I mean, they lost that bad one against Texas Tech, but they've had a night. I'm forgiving.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Texas Tech is a pretty good team.
Yeah, they're playing real well.
Who have they played?
But Florida State, Iowa State,
Vanderbilt
Memphis.
dropped. They stayed.
You see, I've got Memphis much higher than USF. I do like USF, which sidebar. I'm blanking on his name right now, but there was a really good thread online about the coach for South Florida and his journey as an immigrant.
Born in Russia.
Born in Russia. His parents moved. They had nothing, started off, and was able to go. I think he went to college at Ohio State and then started in the high school ranks and has worked his way all the way up to being a head coach.
It's a great story. It's a great story. So
check that out. Pretty fun. If you can't find the thread on X, just probably go to Wikipedia. But really cool story. I think I dropped Vandy lower. Didn't have Notre Dame as high. Their win against us is not impressive.
They're 3-2, right? Like, so you see 3-2 ranked number 18, and you're like, but they've played they played the number 2 team. I mean, they've played some close games. All
right. Well, unless there's any other commentary here, the viewers, fans, avid fans, give us your take on our rankings. Like, join in, have some fun. That's what we do this for. But moving on, we've got a football game against New Mexico, and I believe it is next Saturday, which bums me out. I really like it when we play on Fridays. I just roll home from work, and I got Boise State football. I love it.
I hate it.
I hate the Friday or Thursday games, but I like having a smug Saturday. I like having the Saturday to.
Oh, I love it. I'm not doing anything on Friday night. I'm gonna stay in and watch some Boise State
I think
football.
It's a 7:45 kickoff. It's that mid-late.
Love it. God, I love late Saturday night. I think I love it because this was my childhood. Was watching the Kellen Moore teams play at 9:00 at night on ESPN2 or like being at the stadium until 1 a.m. Like, I love it so much. So I'm into it. I can't wait.
And that was college too. Like, I mean, like I'm down with it, but like in my 30s, I do tend to get a little bit sleepy. That sleep schedule gets thrown off.
But see, also now I love it more because I kick off, my baby will be asleep.
So you can just do your thing.
I just watch football. I don't have to worry about like, do I have to feed him? Do I have to change him? Like, do I have to miss something?
Every now and then you just got to mute the TV to make sure you can't hear him crying or anything.
Exactly. So like I'll be at the game. Baby will be asleep. Won't have to worry about it. We'll have a parent watching him. So it's going to be all perfect.
There you go.
It's going to be nice.
But anyways, New Mexico, they're led by Coach Eck, and he's done a good job despite being from a team up north. And,
they're 3-2.
Yeah.
That's right. Better than probably they've been in a while.
They beat UCLA, who just beat Penn State. Therefore, New Mexico is better than Penn State.
So,
I don't know about that.
SEC hypotheticals here.
Yeah, right.
Undefeated in the hypotheticals.
So my question is right off the bat is like Jason Eck is proving himself as a good head coach.
I think so.
With New Mexico being left behind in the Mountain West, which is potentially like going to really like circling the drain here with these lawsuits and all that stuff coming up. I'm going to leave the legalese to Karter here, but how long can they hold on to a talented head coach like Eck?
Well,
he's got to put together at least a really good season, right? He's got to have a 10-2 season or a 9-3 and contend for a Mountain West or a whatever.
With that pile of poo?
See,
the fact that he's got them at 3-2 is great.
It doesn't matter. Like
great, but now he's hitting Mountain West play. Yeah, I mean,
once you get there and he puts one season together, he's gonna pull a Barry Odom and I'm out.
Exactly. I mean, if you look at it, they beat Iowa State. They beat UCLA back when they were trash. Like, apparently the staff they have now is better. I don't know. They beat New Mexico State, which I think is a better win because New Mexico State hasn't been as bad. But the second they hit Mountain West play, 28-35 San Jose State. And
Walker
San Jose State
just dropped dimes on
San Jose State is not the team people thought they were going to be. So having to go to San Jose State, get lit up like that, then you have to go to Boise State the next week. Like, I think he'll be hired away, and I think he eventually will, because to turn around New Mexico like this from a team that lost to an FCS team last year,
that's my point.
To this, I think give it 2 or 3 years. I do think New Mexico could be a power in the Mountain West. And eventually he'll get hired away. But as of right now, I'm not worried about this game.
Well, if you think about it, like, he did some amazing things at Idaho, right? And he got Idaho to the point where probably rankings-wise, they were better than New Mexico was. In terms of talent, in terms of being able to, on-field product. Yeah. Now you see, I mean, it's a totally new roster. He brought his own guy, a bunch of guys from Idaho in. You see things beginning to work, right? And like Karter said, it's going to take 2 or 3 years for them to get to that point. And if he finishes 10-2 and loses to Hawaii in the championship game or whoever is going to be there, right? Or even wins, then he'll for sure get hired away. Like, that's just, and he'll be at Purdue or he'll be at one of those kind of lower P4 teams, right?
Yeah. I think that's definitely the goal. At least he is not staying at New Mexico. No one stays at New Mexico.
It's a stepping stone for sure.
But also,
everybody knows that.
I was gonna say Albuquerque is like I think when you adjust for like population size, it is like the most dangerous city in the United States.
they have great green chilies.
Yeah,
that's chilies. So
I don't know anyone who's wanting to live in Albuquerque. There's a reason why Breaking Bad was set there.
Great show.
Amazing show. But if we're talking about Breaking Bad, then we might be done. What?
Hey, we just spent 10 minutes crapping all over Madsen and his performance. He could go off for 400 yards this week.
Yeah, doesn't matter. No, doesn't matter. No, I do not want to.
I'm just saying because that if Walker Eget and San Jose State can do that to them, like this.
Oh, absolutely.
Or Boise State will just hand the ball off 80 times and have 3 running backs over 150 yards, right?
Yeah.
Like.
But the last thing I want to see is what happened before the Notre Dame game of like, I saw so many posts, I think from like Jay Tust of like, Maddox Madsen, ever since the USF game, it's had like 900 yards and 12 touchdowns. And like he saved a kitten from a tree. It's like, that's awesome. But
he helps old ladies cross the street.
Exactly.
It'll be all touchy-feely woo-woo after if he puts up like a 400-yard game. But that we all know who he is. We all know what he is. But I do think this will be a good bounce back game. I'm really hopeful that we will just lay the boom. And I'm also, one thing I'm keeping an eye on is we make sure that we are not keeping one eye ahead and looking past them at UNLV.
Yep.
Well, I think we didn't do that with App State and Notre Dame. I don't think that. So I don't think they'll do that for UNLV, but I do still see the point.
Yeah. Do not look past these guys. There's some talent there.
Trident's up.
Oh, I know. Trident's up.
Mariners take game 2. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
So what do we want to see, right? That's what we do here. What do we want to see from the Broncos?
I want to see it. Honestly, it's really just down to the passing game. I want to see an efficient passing attack. Prove to me that you can win us the Mountain West. That's really it. Like, because we know we're going to be able to run the ball. Our defense is going to, like, if they can hold Notre Dame to 28 with a week at prep time, we'll be able to defend New Mexico. The tackling I've just accepted is going to be utter crap. Yeah. I've accepted the warts. I've accepted that we're going to see the same problems for the rest of this season, and maybe we'll see the same problems next season. Yeah. Just accepted it. I want to see an efficient passing attack. I want to see that, like, I'm not going to be crazy and say 400 yards, but I want to see at least get over 250. So
yeah. We haven't talked about the flags yet from the game of Notre Dame.
That's what I was going to say.
I want to see us not just crap all over ourselves with yellow flags.
Yeah. And some of that, I didn't even, that wasn't even really on my radar because of how ticky-tack those refs were.
Those were some soft penalties, some soft calls.
I didn't even bring that up intentionally just because I was like, I'm just burn that tape. Those refs really
it wasn't just that. Boise State ranks third to last in penalties per game and penalty yardage per game in the country, like 131st out of 130.
I saw
teams.
that.
So,
yeah.
I want to see that not happen anymore,
Can we go a game with fewer than 5 penalties?
Yeah. That was going to be my thing too. I'm tired of the penalties. I don't get it. I put out a tweet this earlier in the day of like, this is basically the same team from last year. Last year we didn't have this problem. Why do we have this problem now? And people started taking digs at Danielson and all that. And it's like, I get it. He's the head coach. Like they're undisciplined. He's supposed to be the disciplinarian, but it's like, it's the same guys. Like, how do the same people become more undisciplined? Like if the team was younger, I get it. But it's like, it's the same boys.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yep, I'm with you. So, and whether Jaden Mickey plays or not, I want to see. I was impressed with Devon Banks most of the time for most of the game. So, whatever plays in that position, let's see some more effort, some more successful plays.
Yeah.
But they got to put Mickey on the field.
Yeah,
they can't.
If he's healthy, put him out there.
Yep, can't. He's too good. I think he would have been an actual difference maker if he was there.
So discipline and an effective passing attack. I think that's what we got.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
well, viewers, let us know
before we go.
Below. What?
I do want to ask you this.
Oh, okay.
We've talked about penalties. We've talked about tackling. We've talked about secondary. Whatever it is, what do you think is Boise State's most glaring issue this season?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Please.
In the comments,
in the comments on the forum, and if you haven't checked out the forum, please do so. It's awesome and totally free. All you have to do, you don't even have to make an account, but you can just be a guest if you'd like, but make an account and come join the fun. I don't know how much fun we're having these days
it's fun when we win. Join when we beat New Mexico, and you'll see happiness, unless it's another trash game.
Yeah. Honestly, at least you have a place full of like-minded weirdos like us. So
absolutely.
All right. Well, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go Broncos. Have a good night.